I've read quite a few different recipes and none of them I kind of liked, so I'm actually just going to wing it and just make it up as I go, and hopefully it turns out good. I'm pretty sure it will. I've made some tortilla soups before, so I'm sure I'll just kind of like use what I've done before. But I don't have the points just quite yet since I am winging it, but I am writing everything down, what I'm doing, and then I will log it all in and I will put it down below what the point value will be for a serving. So if you'd like to see me cook how to make a tortilla soup or Mexican black bean soup, go ahead and keep on watching and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, so my camera wasn't recording, but in here I have a large onion. It was a gigantic onion. It's one of those onions that you use for the grilling and you cut into big slices. It was probably, my onion was probably like that big. It was gigantic. So I have that in there. I have 3 carrots that I chopped up, and you can see that I chopped them pretty fine, like just in quarters, and sliced them up. And then in here I have 3 teaspoons of oil. I started off with 2, but it was already dry, and so I don't want it to stick. If you're using a non-stick skillet, you will not have to use 3 teaspoons. So I'm going to step away for a second. I'm going to chop up some garlic and probably about 3 cloves. I'll see what I have and then I'll come back. But we're just letting these be on medium heat until they start to become translucent. It smells amazing. And we just want to make sure the carrots get soft. So be sure to chop your carrots really soft. I think I said 3 carrots. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I just do our beans. We're going to be using black beans, and this I believe is 14.5. This is a 15-ounce can of black beans. So I'm going to go ahead and open both of these cans. And we're going to rinse them because I don't like all the thick, starchy water. I'm going to turn the water on to cold. Take out that, set it aside, and just go ahead and just dump them in. Get all the beans. And then same with this can. Okay, so now once they're out, just kind of rinse them off. Okay, and now set that aside and we're gonna let them drain, and then we'll add them to our soup. So here you can see that this has been going for about 12 minutes. It is super soft. Everything is great. So we're gonna add our garlic. Right here I have 4 garlic cloves. I'm gonna push those in. Have your heat on medium to low so you don't burn your garlic. Go ahead and stir that in. It smells so good. Okay, and that's going to cook just for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, just on low. You don't want to burn your garlic. But now we're going to be adding in all of our spices. So, let's see. We have chili powder. I'm going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of chili powder. So 1 teaspoon. We're going to be doing a teaspoon of ground cumin. Now if you're like me and you don't like to use season packets that have MSG in them, like a taco seasoning packet. Now all it is just garlic powder, chili powder and cumin. So 1 teaspoon of that. So I make my own taco seasoning packet because I don't like to have all the extra added stuff like the MSG and yucky stuff like that. And then for our secret ingredient, ground cinnamon. I should probably show you that. That's the ground cumin. We're gonna be using ground cinnamon. Now with this, you only want 1/8 of a teaspoon. And this is gonna be in the back and they're gonna be like, what is that? So, I'm gonna add that in. And that was just 1/8 of a teaspoon, super tiny, very little of it. Okay, so now we're gonna stir this all together. I haven't added any salt or pepper quite yet. Okay, from here, we're gonna add our beans. I'm gonna grab the beans. Okay, so here's the beans. I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit more so we get that sizzle again. All right, now stir this in. We're also gonna add corn. Now here I have, it looks like almost 2.5 cups of corn. And for 1/2 cup of frozen corn, I believe is 2 points, what I remember. So I'm gonna add all of this corn in. Now this is for my whole family and leftovers. So if you're wondering why it's making so much, if you don't want to make it so much, I mean, you can go ahead and just like cut it in half. So you're only using like 1 can of beans. Or it'd probably freeze really well. Okay, so here we're going to stir this all together. Alright, I'm going to let this cook for about 5 minutes just so all the stuff can be together, and then I'm going to be adding in the tomatoes and the chicken stock. Okay, so we're going to add diced tomatoes. This is 14.5 ounce can. We're going to add 2 of them.
I didn't say a thing.
And the other one. Go ahead and stir that in. And then here I have 2 14 ounce cans of, let's see, it's reduced sodium and fat-free. So each can is going to be 1 point. So I might not need the other whole can, so I'm going to do half of it. See how that goes. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to use the other part. We're going to bring this to a boil and then we're going to simmer it probably for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we add in. Okay, like, so here we took out 3 cups of the soup, put it in a blender, and pureed it so it's all nice and thick to make our soup nice and thick. I'm going to pour that back in. And stir it back up. Okay, since that did make it a lot thicker, we are going to add the last half of that can, bring it to a boil, and then we're going to simmer it. So here I have 6 corn tortillas. So this is going to be 6 points, and then we're going to be dividing them up. I'm going to take this, we're going to cut them in half, and we're gonna make strips out of these. We have those sliced up. I'm going to put them on to my cookie sheet. And then just spread them out. Take a little bit of your cooking spray. And I need to toss those, let's see. So you just want to coat them. Give it another spray on this side. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit of sea salt and sprinkle on top of them, just to give them a little bit of seasoning. We're going to pop those into a 350-degree oven, and I'm just going to watch them probably about after, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I'll flip them, and then we'll just keep doing it till they're crisp. Okay, so it's been simmering about almost 25 minutes, and you can see that it's reduced just slightly. You can keep letting it go longer, and it'll probably get even more thick, but it smells to die for. It really does. Here I have, so half of a bunch of a cilantro, and I just chopped it up. I'm gonna do probably half of it at first and see how it goes. I don't want it to overpower it too much, and that way I can probably save the rest of that if people want to just top it on top of their soup. Oh, it is so pretty. I wish you guys could smell this. The chips, they are done. Where'd I put them? So here's our little crispy tortilla chips. These cooked about 15 minutes, and I just flipped them, stirred them around, and you can see that they are... Okay, so this is finished. I'm gonna show you. This is 1 cup, like, of a scoop. So I'll put it in here. Ooh. I'm gonna top it with just a few tortilla crisps. And that's what it looks like. So for this size of a bowl, the servings, I think there's probably at least 12 to 15 servings in this if you're just gonna have 1 bowl. Maybe I'll say like, I don't know, maybe 12? I'm not quite sure, I'll have to figure that out. But if it is 12, this is, I think, either 3 points just for that much. So that's not bad. I will go double check and make sure, but I'll let you guys know. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.